So to make our interactive mural, we used this bare conductive paint, and essentially I used a projector, overhead projector, to project the image on here, and we painted black outlines. I had to map it out ahead of time because we have 12 sounds that we can program onto the soundboard, and so we had to make sure that there were 12 separate items in the image that weren't connected to each other. So if you see like the tiki hut here, there's no other black connection around the tiki hut because this is one item that's going to make one particular sound. Same thing with this cane sugar plant over here. The flowers are one item. So that's kind of how we mapped out this image. Then to kind of connect it to our soundboard, right now we're just trying to do trial runs and making sure that all the items work, and that when kids play with it and touch it, that they can get sound out of each part. So what I did was I ran copper tape from each of the separate items out to the edge here, and I folded the copper tape over just so our alligator clips had something to clip onto. So to test out the mural before we take it to camp, I went ahead, like I said, I folded over some copper tape. I'm connecting the alligator clips to our soundboard and to the image. Turning on our soundboard here, we have the green light. And so we're going to go ahead and try our image here. And we got some sound out of it. See if we can stop it. Yep. The next thing I did was go around the image and try various points to make sure there's a strong connection. As you can see, the tiki hut is doing a pretty good job at conducting sound. What we found, though, is some of these items that are further away from our soundboard, where the conductivity has to travel, electricity has to travel further when we touch it, we're having some issues for it traveling the whole distance. So if we see here, we've got this line that goes under the tiki hut, connects to a palm tree, and then down around the water. As I start it, it works very close to the end of the line, but as we get out to the palm tree, I don't get any reaction here. We found somewhere in the middle worked pretty well. So my current solution to this is that we're going to run copper tape under the tiki hut and to give a better conductivity throughout the image. And then I'm probably going to paint over it in black so it keeps the mural image looking like it does now. Once we get to camp, the kids are going to have the opportunity to paint in with non-conductive colored paint this image. That way we can use it all week at camp, and they can play with the different components of the mural. They'll get to program the soundboard to create the different sounds that they'd like, and yeah, make some cool music out of it. They'll even get the opportunity to record their own sounds to put in the image, which they could tell their story of camp, going through the different images as they touch. As you can see, we've got this tiki guy over here. He's pretty cool. We found that he is only conducting through the feet right now, so we're going to run some copper tape around him to help with his conductivity. Most of the other images, especially the words down here, our Delaware County 4-H camp worked pretty well in our test trial. Once we get to camp, the kids are going to run the copper tape down so the soundboard is connected to all 12 pictures at once, so they're not walking around trying to make each sound go. But that's one of the components that I wanted to involve them with once we got to camp. So that's kind of where we're at.